Why are almost all American houses built from wood while Europe uses brick? And more importantly, what really happened to the American brick house? This isn't just about materials. This is about money, speed, war, forests, laws, and a decision that changed American homes forever. If you've ever driven through a US suburb and thought, wait, why is everything made of wood? In Europe, brick, stone, concrete, houses that look like they've been there for 200 years. The answer starts with what America had and what Europe didn't. First, wood is everywhere in America. The US has massive forests, a huge logging industry, and wood is cheap. Brick, you have to mine clay, burn it, transport it. Wood, cut it, ship it, build it. So America didn't just choose wood because it was pretty, it chose wood because it was smart. But it's not just cost. Wood buildings go up fast. A wooden house can be built in weeks. A brick house? Months, maybe years. And labor? Wood uses less. Brick needs special masons. Then there's insulation. Wood is a natural insulator. It keeps heat in during winter, keeps it out during summer. Brick? Not as good. You need extra layers, more cost. So wood wins on energy too. And if you're in an earthquake zone, wood flexes, brick cracks. So yeah, America didn't just pick wood by accident. It picked wood because it made sense. Plus, there's history. When settlers came to America, wood was the material they knew. They had trees, they had tools, they had no brick factories, so they built with wood, and that tradition stuck. So wood equals faster plus cheaper plus less labor. Europe? Different story. They don't have the same endless forests. They have a 1,000-year tradition of brick and stone. Their houses were built to last centuries, not to be flipped in 7 years. And their climate? Brick handles it well. So Europe stuck with brick. America went with wood. In Europe, if you build a house, you're thinking, my kids will live here, my grandkids might live here. In America, too often you're thinking, I'll sell this in 5 years and move on. That mindset shaped everything. But then, something changed in America, and brick started dying. After World War II, America had a crisis. Millions of soldiers came home. Millions of babies were born, and there were no houses. The country needed homes fast. Builders couldn't wait months to build a brick house. Families needed homes now. So the industry switched to what was fastest, wood. Enter William Levitt. One builder, one idea. Build houses like cars. Mass production. He built Levittown, thousands of identical wooden homes in months. And brick? Too slow, too expensive, too much labor. Levitt didn't just build houses, he built a system. Assembly line construction, standardized designs, workers moving from one house to the next doing the same task. Brick didn't fit that system, wood did. Then vinyl siding showed up. Cheap, easy, looks clean. Builders loved it, buyers accepted it, and brick started disappearing. Vinyl was the final nail in the coffin. It made wooden houses look even more finished without the cost of brick. Today, you've got 1890s brick houses still standing and modern vinyl homes rotting behind the walls. We went from buildings designed to last 300 years to buildings designed to last a mortgage. Builders stopped building for legacy. They started building for speed. And brick? It couldn't compete. Speed, profit, convenience. That's what killed the American brick house. And then there's building codes. After the war, codes changed. Brick was no longer required. So why pay for it? Even financing changed. The Federal Housing Administration started backing wooden homes easier. So buyers got loans for wood. Brick, harder to finance. The whole system was built for wood. Yeah, wood is cheaper, faster, more flexible. But there's a cost. Wooden homes don't last as long. They burn easier, they wear out faster, and we're left with a housing system built for speed, not for legacy. In Europe, you walk through towns and see buildings from the 1600s, still standing, still used. In America, many homes from the 1950s are already falling apart. Europe still builds for centuries. America builds for the next sale. That's not just about houses, that's about mindset. Do you build for today, or do you build for the future? And now, climate change is making this even harder. Wooden homes burn in wildfires, they rot in hurricanes, they warp in floods. Brick still stands. So some people are asking, should we go back to brick? But the industry is so built on wood now, it's hard to change. Wood is in the codes, wood is in the financing, wood is in the supply chain. Brick? It's the outsider now. So next time you drive through a US suburb, look at the houses. That's wood, not brick. And that's not an accident. That's history, money, forests, war, laws, and a mindset. Europe builds for centuries. America builds for the next sale. If you want more deep dives like this, where we break down the hidden stories behind everyday things, hit subscribe. I'm here every day with new videos, and you don't want to miss what's coming. This is 9/11.